This is KFOX 14 News at 9.
We begin tonight with breaking news. President Trump's plan to deport thousands of undocumented migrants starting to take shape here in El Paso. Take a look. Several military transport planes arrived at Biggs Army Airfield this afternoon. According to the Trump administration, they will assist the Department of Homeland Security with deportation flights. Hello, everyone. I'm Robert Olguin. We now go live to Biggs Army Airfield in Northeast El Paso. That's where we find KFOX 14 News at 9's Julia Spencer, who begins our coverage on the changes coming to our border.
That's right. Well, those aircrafts are right behind me. You can take a quick look at what it looks like here on Fort Bliss. Now, you can see two very large military planes on this airfield. Now, activity is still active on the runway with Fort Bliss officials. And according to the Defense Department, this is just the first batch of troops deployed to secure the southern border. Now, the military airlift will fly as many as 5,000 undocumented migrants out of the U.S. Some of those flights will leave from El Paso. Other flights will leave out of San Diego. And according to the Trump administration, DHS will provide in-flight law enforcement, and the State Department will obtain the requisite diplomatic clearances and provide host nation notification. Now, earlier today, we also heard from elected officials and religious leaders who say they're worried about President Trump's new immigration policy.
To the immigrant community, I say this: whatever your faith and wherever you come from, your anxieties and fears at this moment are our own.
The Catholic Diocese of El Paso took a stance against President Trump's new immigration policy changes. Within the first week of President Trump in office, several new executive orders went into effect. But Bishop Mark Seitz says these policies only bring fear into the community.
Mass deportations can never be reconciled with Christian principles or basic human decency.
One new change impacting local churches directly includes President Trump allowing federal immigration agencies to invade sensitive areas to conduct law enforcement procedures. That includes schools.
This policy would be an attack on the safety, dignity, and innocence of our children and places them at risk in the very spaces that should be the safest, their schools.
Local hospitals.
The growing fear of deportation, compounded by rising stigma, threatens to delay essential health services.
And churches.
Reversing the sensitive locations policy undermines community trust. It is a frontal attack on parents and students. It is an attack on the sick. It is an attack on those who worship God.
Community leaders of El Paso, from the city to the county to those representing local nonprofits, all sent the message from St. Patrick Cathedral Church that El Paso remains a safe and welcoming community to those documented or undocumented.
We are a stronghold for the rest of the communities. A lot of communities on the border look at us because of the success that we have had.
Here in El Paso, we believe in caring for the people who are our neighbors and are here in our community, and that's something that I can affirm that will continue as long as we're around.
We stand with you in this moment of crisis and pledge you our solidarity, trusting that God will bring about good even from this moment of pain.
Now, once again, several changes were made by President Trump within his first week in office, and we'll continue to keep you updated on any activity on the border and changes to immigration policy. I'm reporting from Fort Bliss, Julia Spencer, KFOX 14 News at 9.
All right, Julia, thank you for that live report.